had some technical difficulties, but here we go, baby. We ain't stopping now, no matter the connection goes down, if it goes bad, if it goes right, if it goes wrong, if it goes left, it goes right, if it goes up, it goes down, it doesn't matter. We're going all the way with this one. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. How far we go. Not gonna lie. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I am going to give it to you like we haven't had in a long Give it to me. Give it to me. Psycho Kid, qu'est-ce que c'est? Psycho Kid, qu'est-ce que c'est? Psycho Kid, qu'est-ce que c'est? Psycho Kid. Psycho Kid, go to sleep. It's 10:42. I don't give a shit, man. It's Wednesday. Go to sleep, Psycho Kid. Not even supposed to be out. Wrong with you. Wrong with you. Bring in the heat queen. Bring in the heat queen that I think is probably Russian, so I don't know what to tell you. You know how that shit is. We gotta switch it up, man. I gotta update my shit, man, because I still got the Jimmy fuck here. Fuck him. Fuck him. Straight up. Give me the bam. 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 It's 10:43. I don't give a fuck about the names. Fuck them. Let them hear it. Let them hear this hate Cultura win. Just like they heard me when I screamed when my hernia popped out because Jimmy missed the 3 against these very Celtics. Think I forgot that? I haven't forgotten. He did. I haven't. I haven't. And I won't. I will never forget it. Let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. Let's go. Let's go. Are you ready? Cut it. Now. Thank you, Bam. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but thank you, Bam. 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 Heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura, heat cultura. Heat cultura, 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 heat cultura. Heat cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura, Studio MOGURA. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cashapp. All donations go toward the making of my independent animated pilot and my independent film. I'm still trying to put together since 2021. Well, this animated pilot, to be straight up with you, I've been doing since fucking 2012. Like, for real. Pitching it to Cartoon Network, pitching it to Disney. Running it through festivals, putting it together, writing the script, fixing the script, putting it up, getting it reviewed, getting told it sucks, getting told it's funny, getting told I don't get it. Starting the animated pilot in 2019. stopping after pandemic because I was just like, oh, are we gonna die? Why should I keep doing this if we're all just gonna die? And then picking it up when we realized we're not gonna die. But a lot of people did. And then grinding it. Ever since last year, just grinding it, just being like, fuck this, I'm finishing this shit. Fuck it. We're finishing this shit. Since October, every single fucking day. Grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. Just like this team. Grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. Grinding, 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 grinding. If you want something more tangible, check out my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon. Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Mature audiences only. Basically the story of me going out to this particular rave that took place here in Miami a long time ago with my friends and doing fucked up crazy shit. Check it out. If you want something a little harder, a little crazier, a little wilder, check out my second novel, Hell on Heels, also available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. Mature audiences only on that. Basically a millennial critique of the American way of life. It's a story of a man driving cross country on a motorcycle who helps a family that's attacked by a group of female biker riders called the Hell in Heels. That's all you really need to know. Check out my comic shop, octotaku.com. I gotta start focusing on that. At some point, just gotta give it a month. But I can't give anything focus right now because the only focus I'm giving is my animation. Straight up. Straight up. Check out my TeePublic with all my t-shirt designs. Got a lot of great stuff on there. You'll like it. And then lastly, check out my YouTube playlist with all my original tracks dating back from 1999 up until my last release, 2003, called The Reflection Binds You from Seeing the Truth. I've also got a couple of tracks that I've done afterwards, but I've been just making lines. Whenever I come up with a good lyric, I have been kind of writing stuff down. So, been trying to get Rati the samples and update that. I got to do that this week. It's just that tax season's ending in the next 2 weeks, so I'm like on the crunch right now, even though like me and my father are already broken. So please listen to the music on either YouTube or all your streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, all that kind of shit. Or you can go to Bandcamp with that address right there, El Topo Miami, bandcamp.com. That's basically where you can buy all my music up to date, and it's all of its forms. And the money goes directly to me via PayPal, and I get the most cut on that site. So if you're gonna buy anybody's music, buy it from Bandcamp. Don't buy it from fucking Apple. Don't buy it from fucking Spotify. Buy music from Bandcamp, please. Buy it from Bandcamp, okay? Everybody, buy your music from Bandcamp. Stop buying your music from Apple. Stop buying your music through Spotify, through YouTube. Just go to Bandcamp and listen to music on Bandcamp and buy music on Bandcamp. Please help. That's it. I'm a little winded because I've just been, it's had a week. That's all I can tell you. Right now, my neck is killing me. I can barely turn it right now. Before we get into the game, I'm just going to say that I didn't do the last game because I take care of a little kitten, a couple cats here in the apartment complex. And one of them was this little kitten that came, and I had been taking care of him since he was a little kitten because I couldn't bring him into my apartment because I just didn't have the money at the time. And I've already got 2 cats, and I don't really have a big apartment. And so I'm like, you know what? This cat is chilling over here with a bunch of other cats that we already take care of. So he's going to be safe here. So he kind of been growing up, and he's almost reached a year, just about. And unfortunately, I kind of found him. I saw he was kind of acting different. I could tell he was either sick, that he ate something wrong or something, because he stopped eating, and he kind of started being very distant, and to a point that he would go into this other complex that there's being built there. So there's construction and stuff, and he was just chilling under our truck, and he wouldn't come over. And then eventually, after a whole day of trying to get him over, he came over, and he sat by me, but he still didn't eat. But he got into this little outdoor little cat house that I bought them. And I thought he was okay. I thought he was going to just, he's still trying to get over some shit. And because he's a little resilient, little tough kitty. And The next day it was raining a lot, and I figured he'd be in his little house all day, and I wasn't really gonna worry about it. And I knew other people would give him food and stuff, so I'm just not. I already had to. I just didn't think I didn't think to go out and check on him. And then the next day when I was going out to my car, I found him underneath the car, and he was like half dead. And I took him. Took him to an animal rescue hospital that's right down the street from me. And I gave him my business credit card, and I said, "Fuck it, just try and save him." And they couldn't save him. They couldn't save Buddy. I called him my little buddy. Hey, buddy. I didn't really give him a name, but I just called him Buddy all the time because, hey, buddy, And he would come and he'd run by me and stuff and chill by me and rub up against my legs and stuff. And it really hurt, man. I cried a lot, man. I cried a lot. I cried so much. I felt very responsible. I felt like I fucked up, and I felt like I failed the cat. I had plenty of opportunities. There was one night, that night that when he came by, I had a bag to put him in the bag and take him, and just I was gonna take him to the vet the next day, but he came back, and I'm like, well, he seems like he's back, so I'm not gonna. I freaked out because maybe he's just whatever. I don't know. I thought that he was fighting with another cat, because another cat would come by and it kind of like look at, and he would just always look at that cat in particular. So I thought maybe he had been fighting one of the cats and didn't want to come work to that, and he's a little kid. But they told me that his kidneys looks like his kidneys gave up, so he definitely was dealing with some shit, and I just didn't follow through for him, so I felt really, really bad. And I'm like, for the money I spent to try and save him, I could have just fucking taken him in. And that's really what pisses me the fuck off about myself. And so I just, I really didn't feel like fucking doing anything, and I'm really glad that they won that game because, I was like, oh, they won for Buddy, and even this win is for Buddy. And now I realize, you know what? The rest of the goddamn fucking season is for Buddy. Okay? So go check out my Cultura or the Studio Mogura, and you're gonna see Buddy, especially on my Instagram. My latest post on my Instagram is about Buddy, and I was thinking about doing like a little like a thing called like the Buddy Fund, where people either donate to the Cash App and donate to the PayPal, and in the memo they put for the Buddy Fund. And if you donate to those Cash Apps, we're gonna do that now. If you donate to Cash App and you donate to PayPal and you put in the memo that this is for the Buddy Fund, the Buddy, Buddy, that money I will specifically use it to take care of the stray cats. Like I'll take the stray cats to go get medical attention, get to know them. I'll use it to get them spayed and neutered, get them the shots, get them all that stuff, and then I'll also use it to try and find them homes. And I also will use the I'll also use the Buddy Fund so that if anybody needs money in an emergency and they don't have the money to save their cat, and like they're low on funds, or it's just really expensive, whatever it is, if there's enough money in the Buddy Fund, I will donate that money to you so that you could use it for your cat. So please donate what you can. And I will. Let me see if I've got a. Let me see if I can find my little guy. Yeah, I got him here, so you guys can see what he looks like. Sorry, it's just this is like stuff because it gets me really emotional, and I'm just trying not to like just like let go, because it was really bad. It was really bad. I thank God for the Miami veterinary care hospital. I think it's called MVC. They're the ones that tried to take care of Buddy. They did an excellent job. They did everything that they can. They gave him everything that you possibly could imagine, and let me see. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I just trying to find Miami Veterinary Specialist, MVS. It's a great animal hospital in Kendall, on Sunset. So it's like in Sunset. So definitely check them out. They were great. They were fantastic. The Miami veterinary specialists. They really did an awesome job, and they were so cool, man. Like this one dude was like, he actually hugged me, man, because I was just fucking crying like an asshole, you know. And I didn't know what to tell you, man. Like that shit hurt a lot. Like I hurt a lot because I felt like I really let Buddy down. And I know I didn't. I know everyone would tell me, no, you didn't. You did a great job because you took care of the cat. Nobody took care of the cat, and I know every day I was out there and I'd go and chill with Buddy and I'd feed him, you know, and it just hurts because like you know, every time I would go home, he'd be waiting for me underneath like the car and under by the spot where he's at. Like it was like it's like where the people get their mail and there's like a little kind of like cover, and so that's where I put the little thing, and they would all just chill there, you know, because it would rain and it was better there than underneath the fucking car, you know. But yeah, but this is Buddy right here. And he was just an absolutely adorable cat. And I'm just like, man, I would beg people in the fucking complex, yo, somebody take him, man. He's a great cat. Take him. They're like, no, I love the animals, but no. And it's like, fuck, man. It's like I can't take him, bro, because I don't have the space for it. You know, a small apartment and already two cats, bro. I'm constantly covered in fucking hair and you know, shit, man. It's like it's hard, bro. And the best I could do is just leave them food and know they had food and water because I know I had a big ass bag of cat food, and I would just always buy this big, huge bag of cat food, and I would leave them cat food. So I know they had dry food, and every once in a while I would leave them wet food and stuff. So this is Buddy. So if you donate to the PayPal and you donate to the Cash App and you put the Buddy Fund, I will specifically use all that money to you know take care of the stray cats in the neighborhood. And then also, if anybody needs money uh, for their, you know, for their cat care in an emergency or anything like that, I'll use that money to donate to them, and I'll just pass that money along. So you know, it's like it would be great, man, to like make something where it's just like a little pool of money that's there in case anybody needs it for emergency cat care. Or even pet care, man. If you got a dog, you need that shit, bro. Like, you know, and I come across you, I'll use it for that. I'll donate to you. I don't give a fuck, you know. But you know, I'm gonna try and mostly do it for cats because you know, obviously, Buddy's a cat. Um, but yeah, so sorry. I know we have it. I know this is a great win, but I gotta explain why I didn't do. I wanted to do a you know a Cultura every game, man, and I really felt bad that I let you guys down too. So it's just like this double fucking whammy of like I let the cat down, I let fucking Hiko. I'm like fuck, you know, and but whatever, man. I know some good is gonna come out of this. So again, if you want to donate to the Buddy Fund, go ahead and donate using PayPal or Cash App, and all that money that comes in, I'll put it aside, and I will specifically just use it for the cats, buying them cat food, getting them veterinary care, having them fixed, spayed and neutered, whatever, and then if you know I come across other people who need money for their pets, I'll go ahead and I'll donate. Just like you know the cat sanctuary that burnt down, man, in NY, like I think it's in NY. Like that guy, man. Like man, I look at that guy and I'm like, that would have been me. I would have ran back. I would have ran back and tried to save every single fucking cat, man. I would have tried to save every goddamn cat. And I know those people are gonna need a lot of money too. So you know, if you come across their GoFundMe, definitely check it out because they've got a GoFundMe. If you go to the Happy Cat Sanctuary on Instagram, for sure. Like I'm sure there'll be somebody there that with a link to the GoFundMe. Definitely on Threads. On Threads, if you just look it up, someone will be there. I know in my feed, somewhere in my feed, I know I reposted it. But you know how it is with mine. Not in the Cultura, in the Studio Mogura, in my main account, my main Studio Mogura account. But yeah, so that's that. I don't want to keep going, man, because I'm just gonna fucking, you know, it's tough, bro. Love you, buddy. You're the best, man. You're awesome. So by all means, please donate to the Buddy Fund, and I will help all the cats in the area and all that kind of stuff. So so that's what happens. That's why I didn't give you the Cultura the last game. So but this game, first thing I will say is I'm going to give you the direct fucking day. Last time the Heat had a win this fucking big against a team this fucking good. Okay? You're gonna hear the scrolling now. Hold on. You listening to the scrolling? I'm still scrolling. Okay? I'm still fucking scrolling, man. Okay, I'm still scrolling here, bro. Hold on. Yeah, I think I passed it. Sorry. No, it's not there. Still scrolling. It was here. Here. The last good win that the Miami Heat had was February 13th. I thought this was 2 years ago. This might be 2 seasons ago. Hold on. Let me go back because let me just make sure. 27, 29, March 14, 23rd. I think it was this one. February 13, 2024. Heat 123, Milwaukee Bucks 97. Now I'm going to go back a season more to make sure. Because now I'm in the season where we ripped through everybody. And, yeah, we ripped through everybody in this season. And this was the All-Star break. They won. Then he won Magic. He against Cavs. He lost to the Knicks. He lost to the Bucks. They won against the Pacers, but at that time, that was bullshit. This was like 3 years ago. We're talking 2023 right now. Okay? And, yeah. That was the last time that he had a real meaningful fucking win. Was that. It wasn't 2 years ago, so sorry, it wasn't 2 seasons ago. Or maybe it was. I guess it was like, yeah, kind of 2 seasons ago. But, that was the last time. Yeah, I think so. Ever since then, the Heat have just been like beating, nobody. They haven't been, because this was the year that we kicked everybody's fucking ass in the goddamn playoffs and went to the finals against Denver. And that was the weirdest fucking season ever, But we didn't even have a really good fucking win that season either. Like, I'm looking at that season in December 5th, 2022. We lost. Didn't beat Boston. We beat Boston December 2nd, 2022. I think that was the last time that we fucking beat Boston. In Boston. Okay? Yeah, Timberwolves, garbage. We didn't fucking win against them. We didn't win against them. We had some whatever wins there. And then we beat Milwaukee 2023, January 14th. But this was like, and then Milwaukee right there. Then we lost to the Atlanta, this was the year that Jimmy had the dreads. This is dread Jimmy year. Lost to Mavericks, lost to Pelicans. And then we beat the Celtics again at home. So this wasn't, it was last season. It was this. It was the 24th. So it was February 4th in 2024. February 13th, 2024 against the Bucks. That was the last meaningful fucking win that we had. Because we beat the Kings. Who gives a shit? Didn't beat the Nuggets. Yeah, beat the Jazz. Who gives a shit? Beat the Pistons. Who gives a shit? Didn't beat the Mavericks. Didn't beat the Thunder. Lost to the Wizards. Lost to the Nuggets. Beat the Pistons. Who gives a shit? At that time, 2024. 76ers. Fuck them. Cavs. Fuck them. This was not the year that the Cavs have just been having. This was the year Cavs were terrible. Pelicans beat us that year. Warriors beat us this year. Still haven't had a meaningful win. Beat the Knicks. Who gives a shit about the Knicks? It's not a meaningful win. Not that year. No. Yeah. I don't care if they went deep into the playoffs. No, that sucked. Get out of here. Do nothing. You knew it. You knew Boston was going to rip through everybody. Nothing. And then we went to the playoffs, and Boston kicked our ass 4-1, and we're gone. And now we started this year. And this year we hadn't had a fucking meaningful win, I think, all season goddamn long. This season we haven't had a meaningful win all goddamn season long. We beat the Grizzlies in preseason. No, garbage. Lost to the Knicks. This is October 30th, 2024. Check this out. Lost to the Knicks. Beat the Wizards. Who gives a shit? Lost to the Kings. Lost to the Suns. Lost to the Nuggets. Beat the Timberwolves. Meh. Pistons. Kicked their ass. Beat the Pacers. Meh. Pacers then come back and kick their ass. Beat the 76ers. The 76ers have been terrible this year. Mavericks. Beat the Mavericks. But I don't even think... Something was weird there. I don't even think that this guy was playing. And then fucking Bucks kicked their ass. Hey, well, look, we beat the Hornets. Who gives a shit? Oh, look, we beat the Raptors. But then the Raptors come back and beat us. That's pathetic. They didn't beat the fucking Celtics. Beat the Lakers, but I think that was a game that something happened at them too. Beat the Suns. I don't think Durant was playing that game. Just a bunch of like whatever. We won against Curry, January, and that was at Golden State. That was a big win. That was a good win. But what else? Lost to the Clippers, lost to the Lakers, lost to the Nuggets. And then we went against the Spurs, who were like terrible. Come on. Lost to the Bucks. Nets are terrible. Magic, it's like, either way. Cavs get our ass kicked. Lost to the Bulls. And Celtics destroyed us. Thunder destroyed us. Mavericks destroyed us. Bucks destroyed us. Hawks destroyed us. Then we come back and we beat the Hawks or whatever. Maybe we're the same. Knicks destroyed us. Cavs destroyed us. Timberwolves destroyed us. Bulls destroyed us. Hornets destroyed us. Clippers destroyed us. Celtics destroyed us. Grizzlies destroyed us. Knicks destroyed us. Pistons destroyed us. Rockets destroyed us. And now we're here. And now we're here. And now we are here. I mean, if you were watching the 5 Reasons Sport, guys, which I was, I mean, you get the analysis there. If you want analysis of this game, you go there. Because I went there. While I was waiting for my Burger King to be delivered, I went there. I was listening to them. Those guys are the best. I'm just going to give you the hits. I come out here and I play the hits, man. The oldies, the ones that people come out here to hear. This was a game that Bam had to really show that he was, like the Boston must hate him so much. You know that. And it's like they hate it because they know that he's a nice guy. They know he's nice. Boston respects Bam, but they hate his ass. They do. And more than anything, Jason Tatum hates his ass. Like Jason Tatum respects him because they went to the thing together and all that stuff, the Olympics. And he's not Jason Tatum is not an asshole. You get it. But you know what? On the court, Jason Tatum hates his ass so much. You know it. You know it. Bam had to show up today. Bam had to be like, this is my fucking team now. You guys aren't dealing with Jimmy. You're dealing with a completely different animal right now. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but why not? Why not? We haven't had a moment like this all goddamn season long. We have been waiting for this all season long, even in the beginning. When we weren't that bad. We weren't horrible. We weren't great. We were like middle of the road. But we now know that we weren't supposed to be middle of the road at that time. We now know that at that time, everybody was fucking out there playing except for Jimmy. And Jimmy was fucking everything up. Because Jimmy wanted his contract, and Jimmy wanted to prove to everybody that, he's the reason why he makes everything great. What you're seeing right now is the real culture. The real culture of this organization, the real culture of this fucking team. You're seeing Heat culture. You're seeing Heat Cultura right now. Everyone was like, this team's done. Okay. Even I was like, this team's done. Blow it the fuck up. I'm done with this shit. And they were like, okay. I just like, but the one thing that's it's both bad and good, but it's like, hey, you know what? Look what you're doing now. You can't stop now. A lot of people were like, oh, we want to get the prize pick and all that shit. And like those people are idiots. Let me tell you something. I've been watching this for a while now, all my life, sports all my life now, and tanking for a fucking pick is the stupidest thing that you can fucking do. Don't ever, no. Especially not with this team. This team doesn't tank. This organization does not tank. Not even this team. This organization does not tank. We are always going to be fucking fighting for a playoff spot. Our goal is not fucking, oh, we're going to blow it up and rebuild. We never fucking rebuild here. This is not a rebuild fucking organization. This is an organization that every fucking year we are trying to get the fucking champ. We are trying to get the chip. Every single fucking year. And every single year, we're going to have a mindset that we are fully well capable with the fucking crew that we have to make a run. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think, they think, you think. This team can make a run with who we got. That's the kind of culture we have. That's the kind of system we have. That's the kind of organization we have. If you don't like that shit, go fuck yourself. Yeah, we had an off year. Who gives a fuck? We're going to come back next year. We're going to move little moves. We have a great core. We have a deep-ass team. We've always had a deep-ass team. That's been our thing, is that we have a deep-ass team and a good core. No reason. That's what bothered me so much when I would say that, blow it the fuck up, is because I felt betrayed by the whole idea that, hey, man, these guys have been together for a long fucking time. A team that has been together for this long. 6 seasons, man. Like, y'all should be much better than this. And a lot of these losses that we've had this season, we were leading by double digits. How many fucking games did we lose that we were up double digits and then fucking gave that shit up? Because we were just like waiting for Jimmy to come out of the fucking shadows. And then we realized, oh shit, that's right, Jimmy's not on this team anymore, and we're fucked. How many, bro? There are at least fucking 10 fucking wins that we left on the goddamn table because of that shit. At least 10. That whole 10-game losing streak, That whole 10-game losing streak, I'm pretty sure every single one of those games we had a double-digit lead at some point. What this team has now done is figured out how to keep those leads. Yeah, they're going to chip into it just because motherfuckers make threes. And this is Boston. All they do is make threes. And that's what they were trying to do. They came out after halftime, and they were like really trying to fucking make it. The difference is that this team was known for a long fucking time, not just this season, but also seasons prior, specifically last, that when we would come out of fucking halftime, bro, we would shit the fucking bed. We would shit all over ourselves, shit all over the court, everything. It would all go to hell in the third quarter. And in the fourth, we're fucking scrambling to try and fix everything. In this 6-game winning streak, this team has fucking turned it around. There's a bunch of guys that I don't want to say, oh, it's because of this guy. But there's a bunch of guys are the reason why. But this team has come out and figured out how to not only punch back, how to sustain, how to just, push it down, more gas, push it. This team has figured out how to answer rather than just keep fucking taking blows and shots. Okay, now you got to call a timeout. Come out. Keep taking blows, shot, now you got to call another timeout. And it's like, no, they're back in the game. No. Now it's like we have figured out, well, when they hit, okay, well, we'll hit. When you hit, okay, we'll hit again. And just, you saw how it was. It was like back and forth for like pretty much the whole third quarter. It was like back and forth until the Heat finally like wore them out. Because you knew that the Celtics would pack it up. Look at my post. I posted that shit. They had no reason to play their starters. They already secured a number 2 spot in the fucking playoffs. They're not going to eclipse the Cavs with this win. This was a real mental fucking win not only this is a real mental win for the Heat. And this was a huge mental blow to the Celtics. Like, I know the Celtics are talented and they're just going to be like, whatever, we don't give a fuck. But let me tell you something. By pulling out these guys with like 5 minutes left, that was very shocking. Because, you know, the Celtics are really fucking good, man. They could make a couple fucking threes. They make 5 threes. That's 15 fucking points. That's it. They're back. They can do that. They're capable of that shit. The game allows people to come back now with 5 minutes left, down fucking 15 and 20, for sure. But you gotta want it. You gotta make sure that the Heat don't make no fucking shit. And if the Heat are answering you back, well, then you're gonna be fucked. But at least, you know, play it out. Maybe sit just Tatum, maybe sit just Brown, but to sit the entire starting fucking five and be like, fuck it, we're emptying the bench. We don't give a shit about this. Like, that was telling. And I don't know if that makes me want to see them in the playoffs, but let me tell you something. I'm thinking about it. I think the goal of this Heat right now, this team right now, is to just win as much as you can. Keep your fucking head down. Don't fucking lift your head up until the season's up. And then just keep your head fucking down. Keep grinding. So that when you lift up your fucking head and you see, all of a sudden maybe we are in like the fucking like 8th spot and shit. Because all the other teams have lost. Atlanta will fuck it up. Atlanta loves to fuck it up. They love to fuck it up. Whoever's ahead of us loves to fuck it up. I don't even know who's ahead of us, but I can tell you, you know what? Whoever's ahead of us, they'll fuck it up. They'll fuck it up. Why wouldn't they? Huh? Why wouldn't they fuck it up? Why wouldn't they? Atlanta's ahead of us by 1 game. We lost 1. Come on. Or 2 games back, I guess it is. I don't know. This is weird. 5 games. Why is it 24? That's weird. I don't know. I think it's half a game. Oh, 24 games back behind the Cavaliers. So we're 0.5 back from the Hawks. So we're half a game, I guess. I don't know. It's confusing the way they have it here. Hawks are ahead of us. Magic are ahead of us. And we got 2 games against the Bucks. 2-1. We got a Bulls. We just got to keep the Bulls away from us. Like we do every year. Gotta like really put a dent into the Bucks. Okay? Gotta do that. And this upcoming Grizzlies game is not gonna be easy. Because well, who knows? Maybe John Morant won't be playing because they'll suspend his ass for being an idiot. Who knows? But let me tell you, man, that's we have a great opportunity. Oh no, we played the Bucks once. I'm sorry. I thought we played them twice. No, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 games left, man. There's only 5 games left. You know, 76ers, Bulls, Pelicans, and Wizards. Those are 4 games that we gotta win. I'm not even gonna fucking play around with that shit. We're winning all these fucking 4 games. So why not? Why can't we beat Grizzlies and we beat Bucks, and that's a really, really good shot in the arm. Okay, we go riding into the fucking goddamn playoffs on a 10-game winning streak, and let me tell you, motherfuckers will be scared as fuck. We fucking scare the shit out of people. Like, that aura will just fucking take over the goddamn fucking game, and people will lose just on that. Just on the idea, man, these guys are fucking like, gotta be careful. And then boom, 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 and that's it. Next thing you know, they're fucking, You know, and we'll get to, let me see. What does Atlanta have? They lost to the Rockets. They just won against Milwaukee. So that's good, at least for us. But they just lost against the Trailblazers, lost against the Mavericks, which was today. When they play the Knicks, which they should lose that game. It's a big game on Saturday. And then they got the Jazz, which they'll probably win. They got the Magic, they should lose that game. They got the Nets, which they'll probably win. 76ers, they should lose that game. And the Magic again, what they should lose. And the Magic, they got Wizards, Hawks, they got the Celtics, but they got their ass kicked that game. Who knows? But I know they're going to be pissed off, that's for sure. In these next couple games, whoever faces the goddamn Celtics is in trouble. Unless, maybe we got into their heads. Which is, let me tell you something, I feel like we did. It felt like it. It felt like we got into their heads. Have you ever seen that? The way that they were being punished. And out of all teams to do that against us, when they know we have history, I don't think that was a good look, and I don't think that was a good idea, man. Because if they get another fucking loss like that, like another weird ass fucking loss, that could derail shit easily. And then let me tell you something: if we end up facing them in the fucking playoffs, if we are able to win our games in the playing tournament, get into the playoffs, get that last spot, or get a spot, or even move up at the season. I don't know if we can move up, because I'm looking at Orlando. Orlando plays the Hawks. They play the Wizards. They'll win against the Wizards probably. Hawks, either way. Celtics, they'll lose. Pacers, they should lose. And then they get the Hawks again. And the Bucks. The Bucks got the 76ers. They got us. They got the Pelicans. They got the Timberwolves. They got the Pelicans again. They got the Pistons and the Pistons. They got an easy... These motherfuckers are just being handed the goddamn fucking season. Fuck them. It's bullshit. They're just being handed it. Here you go. And plus, they're 41, so they're 6 games ahead. So we're looking at, can we move up into the Magic spot? We win out and the Magic and Hawks just fuck each other up and they fuck up along the way, we should be able to move up into the fucking 7th spot and have a fucking series with the Knicks. Let me tell you, man, if we can get into the goddamn fucking 8th spot. No, we don't want that. We want the 7th spot. Yeah, we want the 7th spot so that we can fucking hit the... I'll take the Celtics. We think they... Oh. If we can get into the 7th spot and then end up with the first round against the Celtics, it would be either, one or two things. I mean, either they win or we win. But honestly, the way that you kind of feel it is that either they're gonna come out wanting to fucking revenge us for this fucking loss, or they're just gonna be thinking about this shit and worried about this team now that is completely different. Because that's the reality, man. Is when they faced us before, I don't think we had Ware going off like he's going off. When they faced us before, we were going through the whole fucking Jimmy shit. And yeah, man, March 14th, it was during the losing streak. During the losing streak, they kicked our asses, 103-91. And that was during the losing streak. And I think, yeah, we had Ware for sure at that time. So they must have faced him. But I don't think Spo played him in the 4th quarter. That was one of those games that Spo didn't play Ware in the 4th quarter, I believe. And we lost. Before that, they took us out 103-95 on February 10th. This was during the whole Jimmy shit. And definitely at this time, we weren't really playing Ware that much. But they faced us tonight and they were like, fuck, those guys had 2 rookies on the goddamn fucking starting lineup. Pelle Larsson's a rookie. Where's a rookie? Who are these guys? That's what they're saying. And then this whole Kyle Anderson just changed everything for this team. I am so sorry that I thought he sucked. When he came here, I was like, Brad, this guy sucks, bro. We can't keep giving him minutes because he's terrible. But then he mentioned tonight in the post game what he was, what he was good at, and I realized, he was saying like, look, man, I'm basically a, 7 foot tall point guard or 6 foot tall point, whatever he said. And it's like, oh, he says that like, oh, when you put me in the corner and I take like, the kick out and I take those corner threes, like that's where I get in trouble because that's not where my strength is. His strength is being like a point guard and taking it to the basket. Do it. Because this guy is a weird way of being unstoppable. Like he made a great drive this game. One of the best drives I've ever seen somebody fucking make in the last couple fucking years. Like, Jesus Christ, that was an incredible drive that he did. Incredible footwork. This guy has masterful footwork. Masterful. Like, he's got people like thinking he's gonna, it's amazing. And fuck, man, I am so sorry that I thought that you were like, oh, this guy seems kind of weird. I don't know. I don't like him. Like, he's very clunky. He doesn't seem like he knows where he wants to go. But it wasn't that. It's that we were holding him back. And right now, he is a solid backup to Bam. Solid. And I'm not going to say, Davion Mitchell should be like, no, don't start him. Let's start Anderson. But no, because you want him backing up Bam. And what he's been doing, the way that he's been doing it now is perfect. He matched up so well with White. He shut White down. Derek White normally comes out in these games against the Heat and just destroys us. Every single time. And he shut him down just long enough that you never really heard about Derek White the rest of the game. You saw how much trouble. I don't know. Everyone's going to say, oh, well, Justin Tatum had an off night. I don't think so. I think he was generally affected by both the size of Ware, the aggressiveness of Ware. Pelle Larsson, really, him and Pelle Larsson were going at it. And he almost you could tell he felt disrespected that Pelle Larsson wasn't giving him any respect. And it's like, who the hell is this guy? And he started getting frustrated, man, and he was copying texts. And then the whole shit of him, complaining about the delay of game shit, that was such a petty ass move. That was such a petty ass move, man. That was so petty. That was unnecessary. But he did it, so now we know. Did it, so now we know. I mean, I haven't even mentioned Burks and Highsmith. And I'm doing it now. Like, Burks and Highsmith have just been so fucking reliable, dude. Like, Hayward Highsmith is just, I'm telling you, he's going in the rafters. Like, he's going to get us something. This group, it's hard for me to see this group and see how well they can play and see how cohesive they can play. And then you have wins like this, and it's like, look, this wasn't a joke win. This wasn't the Celtics being like, we don't need this shit, which is what everybody's going to attribute it to. Everybody in the mainstream media that didn't see the fucking goddamn game is going to be like, they just gave it to the Heat. They already got the 2. They don't really give a shit. That's what everybody in Boston is going to say. But the real fucking fans of Boston are going to fucking... They know. The real fucking Boston fans that have been there for life and been there really these last couple of years runs, especially these last years since pandemic, going up against the Heat, back and forth with them, they fucking know that this shit was a big deal. Because, they're going into the playoffs and, right now they've got a date with Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals, supposedly. And this, for the goddamn Celtics, okay? For the Boston Celtics, who have Suns, Wizards, Knicks, Magic, Hornets. They have literally the Suns, the Wizards, the Knicks, Magic, Hornets, and the Hornets. They have... The Knicks and the Magic are the only 2 games that are going to give them real challenge. Right? And give them a nice, like, okay, this is what the playoffs is going to be like. This is what. And let me tell you something, man. Tonight's game against the Heat, this is what the playoffs is going to really be like. Not against the Knicks, not against the Magic. This. And they know it. They know it. They're not stupid. They know this Heat team. They know this Heat team is way capable. They really grossly underestimated this team. Because they should know better. They know us. We're always going to fight them, no matter what. A lot of people thinking that we were going to roll over and shit. And they should not have come. I mean, like, in the first quarter of this game, they should have been like, okay, this is going to be a real fight. But this is good because we need this. And it'll be a good test going into the playoffs because really, the Heat were the Heat were going to play them like a playoff game. And then they pull this shit at the end. Like, no, you know what? Never mind. You guys can have this. We're going to rest our guys. That's what I was saying, man. I was like, look, coming out of, at some point, going into the fourth quarter, I made the post. I was like, you got to imagine they got to decide whether they really want to fight this win or they really want it or just they don't care because they don't need this win. The Heat need the win, but they don't need this win. And then I follow that up with, or do they? Because I think they needed this win. I think they needed to beat the Heat like this and stomp us the fuck out, man. If they would have broken our backs, it's a good chance that I don't even think that he win tomorrow. He win against the Grizzlies or Milwaukee. I think we just kind of, okay, we've tried. We went on a good win streak, and then we faced the Celtics, and we got put back in our fucking place because, that's right. We're not good enough this season. But hey, we didn't just fucking beat the Celtics, bro. We beat the fucking starting fucking Celtics. We beat the Celtics team that's going into the playoffs to try and get you a back-to-back championship. And let me tell you something, man. Like, if you want a back-to-back fucking title, if you expect to win 2 fucking titles in a row back-to-back, like the Heat, who were the last ones to fucking... No, because it's Golden State, that's right? Did Golden State do it back-to-back, right? Yeah, they did, right? Of course they did. It's Golden State. What the fuck are we talking about? But since them, at least. But really, you think about the Heat. You don't think about Golden State. Nobody thinks about Golden State. People always go back still to the big 3. And then they're back-to-back. Because that was a good back-to-back. Golden State back-to-back, whatever. I don't even know if they had it. I can't remember. But this would have been real good win for the Celtics. If they would have come back and beat us, they would have shut us down. We would have crumbled. We would have faded. We would have probably lost the first round. Not even first round of the play-in. We would have lost. But now, you just energized this Heat team, and you gave this Heat team the drug that they needed, the little bit of cocaine that they needed. That's what the Heat got from the Celtics. A little bit of the white. And now they're boosted. And they're going to go into that Grizzlies at home because let me tell you, everybody at home is going to be fucking going crazy for the Heat. That game tomorrow, everybody is going to be going fucking crazy for the Heat because they're coming home with the fucking Celtics win. If the Heat come out popping, Hero's got to show up against the Grizzlies because it's going to be Hero and it's going to be John Morant all game long. So, got to dodge bullets. And then Bucks hosting Giannis. Bam's going to want that shit. They got nobody now. The Bucks are not the Bucks that they were before. Let me tell you, man, the Bucks are now different. The Bucks are reverted back to the old Bucks where they didn't have, even older because they don't even have Chris Middleton anymore. They don't got Chris Middleton and they don't got Damian Lillard. That's a big win if we win that. Put some fear into those guys. There's no more fucking around with this team. This team, you got it right down in front of you. Just win out. Win out. End at 500. Get back to 500. Go into the playoffs. Pick up your head and you're going to look and you're going to see that you're going to be in the fucking number 7 spot. You're going to be fucking taking, you're going to take Orlando Magic spot. Watch. If we just keep on winning, we're going to look up at the end of the season and we're going to be in the 7. We're going to be in the 7. We're not going to have to do a fucking play-in tournament or anything like that, I don't think. I don't even know anymore. I don't know how that shit is anymore. Who cares? Does it have it here? Does it have the NBA playoffs here? No, wait, I got to go to NBA.com. Hold up. Sorry, I got to go to NBA.com. Wait. Got to go to NBA.com. playoffs. Yeah, we'd still have a play-in tournament. And if we get to the 7th seed, we'd get to play the Hawks, or we get to play whoever. We don't fucking know at that point. Could very well still be the goddamn Bulls or some shit. Yeah, we want the 7th seed. We want the 7th seed because we want to fucking go to Boston. We want Boston in the first round. That's their best bet we're going to get. You know? Is Boston in the first round. That's what we're playing for. We're playing for the opportunity to play Boston in the first round. And if we get the 7th seed, we just got to beat the 8 and to get into the playoffs. So the goal is we got to catch the 7th seed, man. We're fighting for the 7th seed. We'll get it. Somehow. I don't know how, but we'll get it. We're going to get the 7th seed. That's what we're fighting for. Okay? That's the goal. There's no doubt. No doubt anymore. You know, because with this team, man, all it is we just get into we get into it, and then it's 7 games with Boston, bro. And we love that shit. And let me tell you, with this team, how it's on fire right now, ooh, give it to me. You saw how we played them today. We match up great against them, bro. We match up really great against them, bro. Because now we wear Pelle Larsson going out fucking Jason Tatum like he's never seen him before. And then all of a sudden, Jason Tatum realizes, holy shit, Bam is still on this team. You know how many times that happened tonight? Where Pelle Larsson was like fucking battling him, and then fucking Ware's there, and he's like, oh shit, and then he goes in there, and all of a sudden Bam is there, and he's like, oh fuck, Bam. And he hates Bam. I said it before. He hates his ass. I like this team. Let's go we just gotta get to the playoffs, man. Let's go. 7 games against anybody. He in fucking 5. You know how that shit is. We don't change. We're realistic about things. This is not like a fucking oh my God, there's a miracle falling. No, it's not. These guys are we're a deep team. You know we got good players here. It's just these guys' brains were scrambled. And now they're not. Now they're over medium. That's how I like it. Sorry. Preferably in oil, you know. I always make it in butter just because it's like, you know, oil, it seems like a waste. But I honestly prefer it in like canola oil. Just give me a fucking fried egg and a canola oil, bro. I love that shit. Así mismo. Con un poquito de arroz y una habichuela. Oof. And a slice of Spam. That's good. That's how you do it. You know, they were talking on 5 Region Sports a lot about Waquez. A lot about Duncan. What do we do now? And it's like, we don't do nothing, bro. You know what I mean? We don't do goddamn fucking nothing, but we keep fucking going on like we've been going on. We keep playing like we've been playing. Like, we don't fucking fuck this shit up. That's what we do. Don't bring me Duncan Robinson back from a back injury to fucking throw him in this goddamn rotation so he can fuck everything up. Fuck that shit. We roll with these guys until we can't roll with them anymore. You know, sorry, Duncan Robinson, you lost your fucking job on this team, man. A lot of you are Duncan Robinson apologists. And I'm done with it. I'm so tired of it, bro. Like, I don't need to fuck. Like, Duncan Robinson is a great guy, nice guy. This is not anything against his own personality. This is not a personal thing against him. This is business. We all know that he is not good enough right now to even be on this team. Be realistic, man. Don't get conned by the white guy who can shoot the 3 and it sounds and looks good. He's got a great shot. It looks so good when he's on, man, but he is just not on enough. And he is not on when he needs to be. You know it, man. You know Duncan Robinson misses wide open shots that need to go in to just... The shots that we made in today's game were the shots that we have been dying Duncan Robinson to make during the 10-game fucking losing streak. Before that, Years before that. Ever since he's been here for the past fucking 5 seasons, man. Duncan Robinson, at this point in his career with the Miami Heat, should be averaging 18.5 points per game. He still averages like fucking 9, man. Like 9, that's bullshit. Like, no. No, and I'm guessing he averages fucking 9 points a fucking goddamn game. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. 11 points per fucking game. I was under. I said 9. Because 9 was what he was doing like before, like 2 years ago. And I'm like, eh. But you know what? This has been his best season. This has been his best season. 11 points per game. Duncan fucking Robinson averaging goddamn fucking 11 points per fucking game? Are you kidding me? No. No, man. No, can't have that anymore, bro. When Burks is out there. When Alec Burks is out there. Okay, and Alec Burks is like his first season with us, man. This is first or second season, isn't it? $13 years, man. Alec Burks is 6.7, and this is his first fucking season with us, dude. You know, this guy's got to play more. Because he is reliable, man. He is reliable, even at 6.7, man. He hits. When he goes out there, he fucking hits, bro. And you're going to tell me this motherfucker averages 6.7 per game. And in this last 5-game winning streak that he's had 10, he's had a 20, he's had 11, he's had a 17. He had 3 points against Washington. Only 18 minutes in that game. But he had 16 minutes against Atlanta and had 11 points. I don't remember what happened with that Washington game. That was a weird game. I don't remember that. Well, he's a plus 18. Jesus fucking Christ. Golden State, 17 points. Tonight he had 10 points and he was a minus 10, which is wild. But he's 50% from fucking. He was 50% from fucking free throw from 3-point tonight. He was 20% at a plus 18 against Washington. Go figure. I don't know what to tell you with 3 points in that game. What the hell are we doing? What's going on? What is that? You know, and then in Philadelphia and Atlanta, he was 50%. Against Golden State, he was 71% from 3-point. Get the fuck out of here. This guy's got to play. Got to give him more fucking playing time. He has been on fucking fire every time you put him in. He's a no-brainer. He's a no-brainer. You know, and it would have been interesting to see this team with Drew Smith. If Drew Smith would not have gotten hurt. And again, man, we're waiting on Jovic. We are waiting on Jovic. Yeah, bro. We signed Burks last July. We signed Burks. We signed Burks for the season. And he has been magnificent. Fucking Pelle Larsson's been a monster, dude. Pelle Larsson's another monster. Some animal of a person, dude. We get a lot of guys that are just monsters, man. And they just got to get time. They just got to get time, man. Just got to get time. Because Jovic is... Man, Jovic, bro. When we get Jovic back, and he's just got to, really just, keep at it. It's going to be great, man. We're going to be a really big team, really athletic team. We're going to have shooters like always, and we're not going to have the toxic bullshit of Jimmy Butler, dude. Of him fucking around, no, these guys are just normal coming in and doing their job and getting it done. Now there's no like fucking Jimmy Butler to be like, oh, all the focus on Jimmy, and Jimmy's got to get his turn, and Jimmy got to get his time. No, it's not like that anymore, man. Now we know that, Hero and Bam are the main guys that drive this team. But there is no like, oh, there's no like real star. And in Miami, that's kind of like how it always is. Because even with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, the thing that made that shit really work is that they were all three were in agreement that they all got some, they all ate. LeBron James for sure, like everyone's gonna put it on him because it's LeBron James. But Wade worked his ass off too, and gave up 2 knees for this team for the 2 championships. Wade had just as much input and just as much to do and just as many great plays. And so did Bosh. Because the times that Wade and LeBron were out, Bosh was there to hold the fort. You could always count on Bosh. Well, let me tell you, Bosh should somehow... I'd like to see him get back and really work with Khalil. I'd like to see Bosh come back and work with Jovic and just work with their shots. I would love to see that. I would love to see Bosh really instill like the shot for these guys, because Bosh had such a beautiful shot. One of the greatest shooters ever was Bosh. And Bosh always, like, he was starting to develop the 3 at the end of his career when he had to retire. He was just starting to develop the 3. And if Bosh would have been able to really, really work that 3, and Bosh shot the 3 like so good. So good. And he just didn't shoot it enough because, you had Wade and you had LeBron. And Ray Allen. So even all those guys, this team still felt like there wasn't a real leader. It was everybody was a leader. Anybody could be a leader. Everybody was a leader. Everybody. There was main generals. But each guy could take over. And that was the beauty of the big 3. And in this team, there's so much. It's more spread out, like it's focused, of course, on Bam and Tyler as the main guys, and that's it. It's their team, no doubt. Now we don't got to worry about Jimmy. We don't got to think. Jimmy's not the one going to be taking the fucking 3 at the end of the game. It's going to be Hero. Or it's going to be Bam. Or it's going to be Haywood Highsmith, who they pass it to. Or somebody else, because they will pass the ball to the right guy. Unlike Jimmy, that no matter what, Jimmy was gonna take the fucking 3. And it's so fitting that Jimmy's in fucking Golden State now, playing with the guy that will completely ignore you if you are wide open at the basket. I posted the picture. Jimmy was wide open underneath the basket. All you had to do was pass it to him and he could dunk it. And instead, Steph Curry took a fucking crazy ass fucking 3. And of course makes it, because it's, Steph Curry and he's Mr. Lachero, and, that's what he does. And they're all like, oh my God, he's the greatest player because he made it from 3. He made 56 points from 3, whatever, of course, but he fucking took 8,000 fucking 3s. He's playing guys that aren't even fucking trying to guard him anymore. I wish we would have played his ass. I wish we would have played it and Steph Curry was playing. I think we would have beat him. We play them good. We play them tough. We've got a good defense. The way that we have been playing now in this win streak, don't you think we would have probably popped them in the mouth? It was important for them to knock us the fuck out, because that win against Jimmy really propelled this team forward. No way in hell did I think we were going to win this game. I'm being straight up with you. I didn't think we were... Right. I knew we would put up a fight, but yeah, I figured, okay, they were going to come back at some point. But when we were going into halftime, it felt fucking different. When we were going into halftime, it felt like, oh shit, this feels like how when we kicked their asses in the playoffs and they're fucking just shell-shocked and they don't know what the fuck to do. And they came out and they played tough like you knew that they would. But we answered. All we had to do was just fucking answer. Just answer back. Just answer back. Just answer back. And then eventually they'll fucking crack. And they cracked. And they cracked like we've never seen them crack. We've never seen them do that to us. Where they just take everybody out and say, fuck this shit. Never. Not even big 3 years, I think they'd ever fucking do some shit like that. It's crazy. It's wild. This is a long one, man. I'm sorry. I'll try and keep it going till 12 midnight. See if we can go. But you know, this is how it is. Look, man, I appreciate Robinson. I don't want to make it seem like he's an asshole, but the reality is, man, you know me. If you know this podcast and you've listened to me before, you know how I feel about Duncan Robinson, man. That motherfucker will let us fucking all die if the aliens came down and forced him to take a 3-point shot wide open. He won't make that shit. We're fucked. And he's an incredible 3-point shooter, and it's just the pressure gets to him, man. The defense gets to him, man. Like, if he doesn't have it wide fucking open, he's not going to shoot it ever, dude. And it's so annoying because when he does shoot under pressure, he shoots better because he's not thinking about that shit, and then it goes in. Which is why that motherfucker should be averaging 23 points a game. Duncan Robinson should not be averaging 11. Duncan Robinson should be averaging 18. 18 and a half. Averaging. With Hero también haciendo su 20 plus and Bam with 20 plus. This team should be unstoppable with Duncan Robinson. With all the hype behind Duncan Robinson and all the things that, and like, oh, he's one of the best shooters. Oh, he's the best shooter in Heat history. Que pinga, of course he is, because he's taking the most goddamn fucking threes than anybody in goddamn his Heat history. Do you think they would have let fucking other guys like the Shane Battier throw up the amount of fucking threes that fucking Duncan Robinson throws in today's league? He doesn't have a goddamn choice. He's got to throw up all those fucking threes. The league has changed. It's not like how it was before. It started with the fucking big three and all the fucking us killing people with threes. Because we had Ray Allen, we had fucking this other guy, One Shoe Miller, Shane Battier. We would drill you, and then all of a sudden LeBron would drill you. Like, that's where that all started. And then Steph Curry took that baton and took it to a level that we never thought we'd ever see. And now it's just completely crazy. Which is why it's insane that these guys were taken out with 5 minutes left. They're the best 3-point shooting team in the league. These guys put up 63s a game. What's the problem? Oh, you don't want to get anybody hurt? I thought this was like a good test for you, going into the playoffs. Let me tell you, this is the best test you're going to get. And this will fuck up a team psychologically, man, with this kind of record. This shit will get in your heads. Let me tell you, if they lose to somebody, if they lose to either the Suns, Wizards, if they lose to the Knicks or the Magic, they're going to have a real fucking problem. Because the Knicks and the Magic are going to play them tough. The Magic is going to play them hard as fuck. And so are the Knicks. How many games is Boston going to be willing to lose and pretend like it's not a big deal? They should win against the Wizards and the Suns. But who knows? After a lot, let me tell you, if they lose against the Suns on Friday, you better start worrying. You better worry. I do not expect the Boston Celtics to lose at home against the Suns with no Kevin Durant. But if that shit happens, watch out. But most importantly, if the Heat get to the 7 and the Heat find themselves facing the Celtics in the first round of the playoffs, you're going to have some shit. Because last season, they fucking kicked their asses last season. And you think the fucking Heat forgot about that? You think the Heat forget about that shit? You think Pat Riley forgets about that shit? You think Spo forgets about... No, they don't forget about that shit. And let me tell you something. If you knock us out 1 year, you best be sure the next time we meet, it ain't going to go that way. We're going to knock your ass out. And there's nothing that we would love better than to fucking send Boston home in the first round after having the season that they had. There is nothing we would enjoy more. Watch out, man. Don't doubt this team. I doubted this team, and right now, along with everybody else, they are slapping us around. Farting in our faces. Running fart. They just run across us, and they just jump in the air, and they stick their fucking ass in our faces and let out the huge fucking fart as they fucking keep on going. Bye. And they just keep running. The fuck was that? we'll be here. We'll be here for Grizzlies. I mean, we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be doing the win streak here on out. Okay. Again, I'm gonna really try for the next games, man. Okay. It's a little tough to me because we're I'm at the end of tax season and it's just I get home and I'm exhausted right now. But tomorrow 7:30, we're doing that. Right before we're gonna do Heat, and then we're gonna do Heat Cultura, and then we're gonna watch the Pit. Okay, I think there's 2 episodes left of the Pit, so looks like we got measles tomorrow. And so we're gonna be doing Heat Cultura till end the season out, man, to make up for all the lost time, man. You know, I'm sorry for that other game, my bad. But again, one more time, please donate to the PayPal and donate to the Cashapp. And either donate for the IHA independent animated pilot and or the strategist independent film. And then put in the memo that you're donating for the film or the animation, and then I'll put your name in the end credits. And right now it's all going to go to the animation. So I'll put your name in the end credits of the animation. You can also donate and put in the memo the Buddy Fund. And that's this new thing that I'm going to start doing where that money is going to go toward helping stray cats get vaccinated, get healthy, as well as find homes. And at the same time, it's going to go toward anybody that might need an emergency fund to help save their animal, save their cat, and they just don't have the money and all that stuff. I want to build like a nice little pool of money so that I can, if I come across that you need money for your cat, I can always use the Buddy Fund to fund your cat's health and emergency medicine because that shit's expensive. And also the cremation. Like I couldn't cremate Buddy. It costs $400 to cremate the cat. And that really, really hurt me, man, because I would have loved to cremate him and have him in aquí conmigo, and but they made 2 little paws on clay, and they got his paws and they put him on clay and they gave that to me, and that really meant a lot to me. I was like holding on to that shit. But it really sucks that to cremate the cat was $400 man. So, it's either cremate the fucking cat for $400 or take the cat to this place in Doral where it's like an animal shelter where they'll burn the cat with a bunch of other fucking animals that are dead and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to stick him into a giant fucking furnace and so he burns with everybody else. And then I kept on telling myself, bro, fucking Klingons, what does a Klingon say? It's just an empty shell. Treat it as such. And I understand that, and I really listen to that to kind of just let him go. But at the same time, I wanted to treat his empty shell with respect. And his empty shell deserved to be in a nice place, not be burned to a crisp in a fucking furnace. So I begged my mom, and she let me, and I buried him in the garden next to my old family dog. So now, and my mom's garden is beautiful. She maintains her garden. It's full of flowers, or gardenias and orchids. So now he's got a place where he could just chill and hang out with my other dog. And I really felt he was part of my of the family, and I will forever beg for his forgiveness for not coming through for him sooner. And I'm always going to remember that, and I'm going to take that with me, and I'm never going to forget it. I'm never going to forget him. So donate to the Buddy Fund to help stray cats. Okay, we're back tomorrow, 7:30 after the game, after Memphis Grizzlies. Let's take this, man, and watch out with Durant, with John Morant, man. My mom said that guy gets suspended for his stupidity again. Let's see what happens. All right, so great win, guys. I mean, we deserve this for real. No fucking around. We deserve this, actually, bro. We have had such a shitty fucking season with the whole BS situation, the Butler situation, all that BS. We deserve this, bro. How long have we wanted to beat the Celtics like this, bro? We haven't beat the Celtics in a long ass fucking time. A long ass time. So, enjoy these moments, man. Enjoy these moments because You never know. You never know if we'll get another win like this and stuff. And even though we're happy that this team, we're still like considered bottom barrel. No one really sees us as a threat still, so we're still expected to lose and shit. But I don't know, man. I feel like this team has really turned the corner. If they keep playing like they're playing, I mean, they were up 20 fucking points on a lot of teams throughout this whole season, and they would just fucking blow it. If they really truly discovered the way that they can not blow it and just fucking, okay, now we got guys that actually show up and don't let us fucking fail. That's why I don't want Duncan Robinson back in the lineup, because he had all season long we were playing Duncan Robinson, man, and he would fucking, come out and then miss the shot that he was supposed to make. He would miss the shots that answer. Like Jaylen Brown comes out, boom, hits a fucking shot. Duncan Robinson takes a shot and he misses it. Comes back, and then Jason Tatum takes a shot. He misses he makes the three. And then he comes back, passes one more time to Duncan Robinson, and he misses it. But if it's against the fucking Wizards, the shittiest fucking team, and he's wide fucking open, and he's like, oh, yeah, and he fucking shits it out, then he makes it. It's like, no, man, like, you gotta do it against, like, the Celtics. You gotta do it against the Bucks. You gotta do it against the best fucking teams in the league. And he hasn't been doing that, so it's time to be like, look, we got guys right now that are performing. And let me tell you something. We beat the fucking shit out of the Celtics today, and Andrew Wiggins wasn't playing. And Andrew Wiggins has been fucking lights out last couple games. He's been like, you know what? I like this team. They let me play. Mira para eso, that we haven't been playing Andrew Wiggins, and we don't even have Jovic anymore. That nobody knows about Jovic still. And when Jovic got hurt, man, he was playing like a monster. He was contributing. And we were starting this little kind of push. But then he went out, and then everything kind of went to shit. And we had to kind of relearn everything again. And I think these guys really were like, man, we just lost Jovic. We lost fucking Butler. Like, I don't think this is really going to work out this season. We might as well. And they were just mentally gone. But then, we got one win. We broke that shit. And we got the win before we faced Jimmy, which was a big fucking deal. Because we went into that Jimmy game remembering what it was like to win and also pissed off at Jimmy. They went out there to kick his fucking ass, and they did. And then we went on this streak, and now we faced the team that has always fucked us up. We faced the team that kicked us out of the fucking playoffs last year, and we fucking sent them a message. You don't want us in round one, but you're gonna get us. Don't freak out. Just freak out.